go! The fans are ready, and so is Amir. He is nodding because he feels confident about this, kicking it off once more for Repotted Gaming. And he is facing a very interesting style box base with a row of 3 multi-inferno towers. A little bit different from what we usually see in these diamond types of bases. He coming in with an early blimp to take out just this compartment, Carbon, and it seems like everything is going according to plan.
Yeah, as this blimp does take out the scatter shot, it continues here. The one nice thing would be if he was able to pull out that clan castle. That is a huge benefit so that you can deal with it on the outside. But granted, well, there is the queen on the outside, so that would have been able to help. If it's a warden walk, that can be a lot of problems. But he is moving in towards this monolith with the rage. These balloons looking to pull some seeking air mines. There isn't any, so the healers are nice and protected so far.
And amazing patience there with the spells. He saw that the queen was able to take out the monolith without the help of any more spells than this rage spell. So great job. Same goes here for the headhunters. He realizes I don't need to freeze or poison because I just lured a part of the CC, so I should save that for later. At the same time, he set the funnel at the top side to secure this queen going into the town hall.
Yeah, with that freeze on the town hall and the Grand Warden altar, the queen will be able to take the town hall down, but she's going to have to push through. This town hall is still saving onto this Warden Eternal Tome. Fully investing this with this queen push through here as the ability goes off, the protector continuing as the Warden is transferring off of getting a little bit in front of this queen. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off, but it looks like the Expo, wait, the Warden's going behind the one. Where is this Warden going?
This Warden certainly has a plan. I mean, he just went there, said hi to the Expo and went back, hiding behind that queen. But there are so many things going on at the same time. Emir is sending in super barbarians from the right side, and more importantly, the Royal Champion. But look at the bottom rage spell tower. It just recharged and is ready to trigger, and that's exactly what Emir notices. And then he uses the invisibility spell to make sure that not too much damage rains onto his queen.
Yeah, with the RC ability going off, skipping through, he's going to make his way towards that Eagle Artillery. He does make that queen invisible, taking out that multi-target Inferno, working through the air Expo, and the Royal Champion's going to continue around, and Amir is going to be starting it off for Repotted Gaming with a 3-star.
Cheers all along, and no skelly traps in the back end can hold him back. He is so happy about this because remember, they were not able to 3-star any base in their last war, and now they start off strong with a 3-star right out of the gates, and that must give them the confidence boost that they so much needed.
Absolutely. That was a fantastic attack there. Incredible stuff from Amir. And we saw Repotted Gaming with only 10 stars that they got up again in the previous match. Delivering with a 3-star was clutch.
That's right. So let's hear it from the team.
Riese noch dazu, Lu noch dazu, Cleanup machen bei 7 Uhr. Einfach alles rein für Zeit. Let's go! Let's go!
Alter Emir, du hast ihn so gezogen.
He was like, man, Emir, you did it! And before that, they were actually spotting. So they were not celebrating, but they were put the cleanup down, giant at 7. It was German, so I could understand what they were saying. And put everything in to make sure you triple fast. And that's very important because it could really come down to time in the end. But for that, Super BLTX need to 3-star as well, and they're ready for their first attack.
Super BLTX is bringing in Super Barbarians with 2 clones and 5 invisibility spells. We'll be seeing the blimp. Yes, indeed. The balloons down in front of this war. You typically will see some headhunters, maybe. Yeah, there's at least one going in. Warden ability protects the headhunter, the balloons, and the blimp flying all the way across. So we're going to freeze up the sweeper. Indeed, as this blimp continues to move all the way through this base so he can double clone. Super Archers, maybe, or does he switch it up for Super Minis? No, it is. It's going to be ground only, so it looks like Super Archers coming out so he can completely gut this core.
And we know how strong the super archers are, and we know that also Repotted Gaming used to use this strategy as well, but they that means they could also be prepared for that. But Super has not used this strategy so far in the tournament, and Wei said before, they have a couple tricks still up their sleeves, and that might just be one of them. And as you can see, and as you can hear from the audience as well, I will just ask the Itsu question, where is the base, Carbon?
It is essentially gone. All the important defenses other than the Eagle Artillery's taken out. Town Hall, Clan Castle, the Monolith are all now down. Pushes his way in towards the Eagle Artillery. Does have a handful of super wall breakers, so he can break a couple of these walls and path his heroes around. It is critical of keeping this queen behind her king so she can stay alive, and the king tanks for her moving around the base together.
Now it's going to be interesting to see where the queen will go after taking out the Eagle Artillery. That's why Meow used the wall breaker here, but she needs to, like it would be best for him if she follows the king around the base while the king is tanking the ground wall, and that's exactly what is happening. At the same time, the question is, can that rage tower recharge in time? That can make things a little harder there, and at the same time, we have to take a look at the timer, because he only has 50% taken out, but already taken up 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah, and the rage tower is now back. It's going to activate, raging up, especially that multi-target Inferno. Granted, the World Champ's going to make it in here and then be able to stun it very soon, but the Super Barbarians are slowly coming around this base as the Queen has full health, going to be able to even use ability through the backside. Super Barbarians to the top, he's not even waiting, but the big thing is the King is half health, so he can drop a Headhunters to help try to target that as we are making our way around, and Super B.L.T.X is looking to answer with a 3-star of their own.
Could have even swagged 2 hero abilities. It was an incredibly strong attack, and these Super Barbarians, they are tanky, they do damage, they are fearsome, and that's what led to this attack easily becoming a 3-star in the end.
What a match we have here. The winner advances to take on Clash Champs in the Grand Finals. But you will have to still force a bracket reset. We saw it last year, where Naga was able to do that. We're looking at the replay of these super archers. The blimp value is incredible. Look at that, skipping through the Town Hall, taking out a Monolith, and they're bringing so many different attacks. You can only imagine how hard it is to plan against them.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And you know, when you said they have to force the bracket reset, yes, that means the way to become a world champion is still very long. And of course, that's what everybody wants. But at the same time, winning this match means the team will become 2nd place at least. And that's $50,000 more than right now. So that's a $50,000 match at least for the teams. And we're ready with the next attack. So let's see what Repotted Gaming can bring.
General X is up. He's looking to bring the Queen Charge Recall Super Dragons. Looking to have this Queen grab that Eagle Artillery. You have to protect the Queen's healers, dropping a few balloons to test for those Seeking Air Mines, and then pull those healers back. Not deploying 5 healers because the 4 and the Unicorn with the Queen is the capacity of the recall spell, at least to pull them all back. Otherwise, you would be leaving 1 healer behind. You definitely don't want to do that, as the Super Dragons will then come in between, where he drops the Queen again to move right through the core of his base.
That's right. He uses the invisibility spell there just in time. That puts on the recall perfectly. And what I also like is this is a strategy that we saw time and time again from Tribe Gaming before. Usually not with the help of the Zaps, but Nebrax has used this attack 3 times in their wars. So let's see if it can also work for General X. I felt like maybe he put down the Super Dragons there a little bit slow, as the Queen had not completed the funnel yet, but she will do now, taking down that Collector, and now it's all about getting into the core of the base and also checking for traps that could potentially kill this battle blimp that he's going to send into the Town Hall. There it goes from the top side of the base.
Yeah, sends it in pretty late, but the Super Dragons have cleared a path, tested the whole area for traps, so the blimp looks like it's going to be safely making it to Town Hall as it rages up, does have the freeze, using out the Town Hall, freezing up the Monolith, dropping a skeleton, so many things happening at once as he finds the Tornado Trap.
And that freeze proved to be so important. Same with the Rage. He was able to also not just get the troops for takedown of the Town Hall in there, but also the one Super Dragon that had made his way there. And with the last blow, it actually took out the core multi-inferno. Otherwise, this could have been a huge problem towards the end of the attack. But looking at this base, Carbon, there's only just basically one tough compartment to get through. The ground bow, scatter shot, and Queen in combination with the Rage Spell Tower. But he still has the Queen ability intact. He has a Royal Champion to deploy, and very importantly, a free spell to react to anything going wrong.
Here it is. The Royal Champion is now down, moving into the enemy Queen. The scatter shot's going to lock on. The Dicky is out in front. The Royal Champion's taking a lot of damage here, trying to keep her alive so that the freeze is used as he's got no more spells. Does stun the scatter, but it's still frozen as he continues his way to the backside. The multi-target Inferno is standing. The Queen should be able to reach it as he walks down around with 27 seconds left.
Yes, and there are just a couple buildings that the Queen can all reach, and it's all cheers now with the Queen ability intact. He should maybe use it, same like his clanmate before, to get the timer down there. But yeah, great job from General X, the second 3-star in a row. Repotted Gaming come out of the gates extremely strong. It's like they're a different team right now.
Indeed. It's like, where was this in the last war? Because you want to make it from the upper bracket into the grand finals, bringing 3 stars. That's now back-to-back triples. They did not get a single triple in the previous match against Clash Champs. But they're looking to get the revenge. They want to make it back there and then defeat Clash Champs 2 times in a row. But first, you have to focus on this match. And Super BLTX is going to be up next to try to answer 3 stars. Super BLTX got 14 stars against Navi in their previous match, so they are definitely capable of answering what we just saw.
Yeah, and they were happy about that. We could see General X and Emir, they're playing with the audience, you know, hyping them up to get the support that they deserve. But we're ready for the next attack. So it's back in Super BLTX's corner. So let's see if they can also get the second 3-star.
Super BLTX bringing the Super Barbarians yet again, and here we go. The 23 Sneakies investing the haste, so it's all about speeding them up. But wait a second, look, there's quite a bit of walls around this town hall. There might just be that one tile out in front where that Tesla popped up in between the King and the Warden right there as he's sending in more Sneakies to help take out this storage. Remember, these Sneakies are going to be responsible for trying to take out that town hall as the one Sneaky there locks onto it, tests for traps, and he can send the rest in.
Yeah, and that's looking very, very strong because he didn't take too much time with it, and the entry into the town hall was pretty cheap. So I'm wondering if Repotted Gaming were expecting that entry at all. Okay, well, they have a lot of Teslas and a lot of skeletons in that area, but Peng has brought a Electro Titan that will take quick care of all those skeletons popping up.
And look at this, with the Siege Barracks being used on the top side, getting that free Pekka, the Wizards can help set the funnel as he now moves his way through. But the brilliant thing about using the Sneaky Goblins early, you're wondering, wait, you're going to charge through this anyways. It's because the Town Hall Poison is now gone. That allows you to continue through this space and makes all the difference. When he pops his Warden ability, he's going to be able to protect maybe the King ability. He's going to maybe even save it for the very end, but there's a Golem moving in as well. The Golem has the Golem Mites, but we do now pop that Warden ability to really protect this smash right on through with Super Barbarian still to use around the outside.
Yeah, this is looking like an amazing push, but remember, they used this exact attack strategy in the last war as well, so Repotted Gaming could have prepared for it. On the other hand, they only had a couple of minutes to prepare for this next opponent. I mean, it doesn't look like they were expecting this specific entry, because, in my opinion, Peng's attack is still looking strong, but on the other hand, it's not a 100% 3-star at the moment. The Queen, oh, she takes out the Monolith. That helps him out a ton there. And with the Royal Champion still having the ability intact and 2 spells to support her, we know, he knows, and the audience knows this will be the next 3-star.
Indeed, with the RC ability and a freeze, and Super BLTX is getting a 3-star. We have 2 triples back-to-back for each team. It's going to come down to the smallest detail in every attack that's going to make it here. Who is going to have that first mistake?
Yeah, that is the question. Nobody is backing down. Nobody is showing any weakness so far. I mean, you could say except for the bases, but with these players, you know, sometimes there is just no way to defend them with these on-point executions. But we want to hear from Super during this attack.
手里有胖子，手里有胖子。
没事，已经删了。
我知道，别急。有隐身，有大招，隐身保女王，大招这边。
牛逼，牛逼！太酷了，太酷了！666，
直接拿下。
太强了！我他妈以为你打。
Beautiful. We could hear all the calls there. Super Barbarian at 10, Minion at 9, and there were the exact right calls at the right time. And we could also hear some cheering in there as well. Beautiful stuff from Super, and I just love these team comps to hear, you know, all the emotion that is going on during these attacks.
Yeah, they are so emotional. They're so vested into each one of these matches. And 3 stars coming in left and right. But what can Repotted do? Can they keep the 3 stars rolling in? They've completely turned around what they did in the last match against Clash Champs. So now it's time to see if Repotted Gaming can get a 3rd triple.
Just like before, Timtastic is coming in with the 3rd attack. He is taken on Pang's base, as we can see from this beautiful attacker and defender graphics. And he is concentrating, getting into the zone, because we know how much we all have enjoyed his attacks. But in the last war, he was not able to 3-star. So let's see what he can do with the battle drill.
Yeah, the battle drill going in. We did see a battle drill invis, kind of, you know, a unique thing from early attack. So this battle drill is trying to make its way in to help remove this with the Super Wizards. Taking out that section, now skipping across here, but the Super Wizards going to the bottom side. Only 1 left. Not able to remove this Royal Champion. He only lures out a little bit of the clan castle.
I wonder why he didn't use another invisibility spell. He could have easily taken out this Expo with 2 or 3 more shots from the invisible Super Wizard, but maybe he thinks that this is enough value already. And also the three invisibility spells he held onto, he can now use on his heroes. For example, the Queen when she is being targeted by said ground Expo.
Yeah, as that Queen's gonna make her way towards that town hall. The King is moving his way through the defensive King a little bit off to the right, so the Headhunter's just gonna slow him down as the King can run up top. The Queen, unfortunately, will probably pull the clan castle out pretty soon because he definitely wants to take out that town hall with his Queen.
Yeah, that's why he's using the invisibility spell early, I think. But this Headhunter might now lure... Oh, maybe pops the Queen ability early? Yes, there she goes. And she targeted the Town Hall. That came in very, very handy for him. And now he has to take care of the Clan Castle troops. But as he's coming in with the Lalo, he doesn't have to worry too much about these Ice Golems. On the other hand, Carbon, he still has the Royal Champion to deploy.
He does indeed, as that King still has the ability to run through. It's going to be the Lalo, as the Royal Champion is now down. But he's only got up a minute and 23 seconds, so he's a race against the clock here, as he's going to Lalo from the top side with the ward come through. He's going to pop that ward ability to protect the Hound as he passes past this air defense. He finds a tornado trap right past that. Oh, but he drops the... Was that a freeze? Or was that the ice? Oh, no, that was the ice golem that died down.
No, he actually... Yeah, that was the ice, but he missed that the single Inferno Tower was locking onto his Royal Champion. So she died within her ability. His his freeze spell onto the onto the single Inferno Tower was late, and I think that could make the difference. Otherwise, this Royal Champion could have gone strong in the core of the base because the King was left alive for a long time as well. He needs to use the spells that he has, but back and red air mines making his balloon push fall short. And there's a multi-Inferno and a low-life Royal Champion as well. And it seems like just a couple of defenses will remain standing.
Yeah, this Owl can probably try to chain through unless it... Oh no, the RC does go down, but the defenses are going to stand here for Super B.L.T.X. as Timtastic is trying to get every bit of percentage. 93, and right now 4, 5, and 96% is what he's going to be able to grab, as these minions will get picked off here by the multi-target Inferno. Great effort there, a high percentage, but Super B.L.T.X. will take the lead with a 3-star.
That's right, and he must have been beating himself up about this free spell right now. The thing is also, he didn't have anyone looking over his shoulder, and when you're spotting on another iPad than the attacker, or another device than your attacker, and you will spot or watch the attack, it will be 5 seconds delayed. And in that case, you might call something later, and that's why we saw before, where Selinho was watching Loop's attack over his shoulder, so he could see what was going on his tablet. And at that point, it might have come in handy to do that, because then he could have been called the free spell earlier on.
Yeah, that could have made all the difference, but let's go ahead and get ready for the next attack. And way is up, looking to come in with a queen charge hog riders with one jump spell, probably to invest with this queen charge to charge right on into the base as the balloons are down nice and early, quite a bit of them as he only has 3 left, so he's going to drop this blimp to move in. He wants to remove the Eagle Artillery, the multi, and lure out this clan castle in the process.
And it doesn't appear to be trapped at all. Now the question is if the Yeti mites go to the right defenses, and it does seem like it. The first defense already taken out, and so is the Eagle Artillery, and also that mortar that provides some nice pathing for that queen, as there is no more building towards the top side that could lure her in there. And we can see that he is trying to charge into that bottom scattershot queen compartment there.
Yeah, he's going to move through this lava hound, going to take some time, drops an archer onto the storage. That's probably what they're saying. You know, one archer can help try to pick that off, but it's going to be an archer versus a builder. Who's going to win that battle?
Well, usually it's the builder, unfortunately, so that archer will just stay there, maybe until the very end of the attack. We'll have to wait and see, but more interestingly, Wei is now charging into the enemy queen compartment. We can hear some cheers out of the audience, because I think they are very happy with how that opener went.
Yeah, with a rage down for the queen, gonna continue to charge through. Gotta keep your eye on the 2 balloons that he has. Gonna try to sneak them into this compartment to test as much area as possible. Yep, there's the first one, because he doesn't want to lose any healers in this charge.
Yeah, the coconut balloon gets a little bit into this compartment, and so far it doesn't appear to be trapped, so I wonder if he might send another one or hold on to it. Rage spell was just in time, and now soon he will use the jump spell to get right into that town hall.
Perfect jump placement here to give him access to the town hall, the multi, as he's going to push his way through. But remember, he has hogs. You have to be very careful, because they can die really fast when you move into a defensive rage spell tower, as the king is used off to the right side with one more super wall break, maybe even into the enemy world champion compartment, as, hey, the hogs, they're coming straight on into the monolith here.
That's very interesting. The town hall will be active in just a second. So, he decides, well, since I used the warden ability for these hog riders anyways, I might as well use them to negate that town hall damage and town hall poison afterwards. But now the hog riders need to get out of there quickly, but he doesn't have any more rage spells.
Yeah, he doesn't, as the hogs continue their way into the core. 6 more hogs to use on the backside, drops them over to the cannon. Valkyrie's over there as well. Headhunter trying to move in to help snipe that royal champion to the right side. It's a race against the clock here with only 25 seconds. He needs to move through the space. He remembered that one archer at the very beginning.
Yes.
The far left. It's been working the whole time, and it's not doing any damage to that gold storage.
It is still there, but the time is the biggest problem at this point. He also has to care about percentage, because remember, Timtastic had 96% in his 2-star attack, and Wei would really like to increase that percentage. He needs to pop the Royal Champion. He already popped the Royal Champion ability, and he cannot get any more buildings. I mean, I don't even know if this was a time fail at all or a power fail, and that is quite surprising after that opener. I don't know if the approach of sending the Hog Riders into the Town Hall was the right call here.
Yeah, that's the one thing, is if you send the hogs where the queen is essentially going, it's a race against the clock. If you send the hogs from the opposite side where the queen has no chance of going unless she walks all the way around the base, that's where it's going to help with potential time fail issues. You want to move your way through, but it's always about the Warden Eternal Tome. If you time it perfectly, you can keep your hogs alive, but a Warden ability for ground troops, you can still lose them through spring traps, so you have to be very careful.
Yeah, and remember, he only brought 20 Hog Riders in total, even holding holding on to a couple to send in from the outside. And General X is celebrating that defense here, and that just shows how much effort they also put into those bases to make sure they can get a defense or two, and it worked this time around. So let's see if that gives them another push in their next attack.
Is looking to bring more super barbarians here for Repotted. They've got the lead in this match only by a few buildings. That's how close this match is here, as a skeleton spell onto the defensive king to really distract him with a log launcher being used, and now Warden is already deployed now.
The log launcher at the same time is taking out some defenses, but he has to make sure it's being tanked for the whole time. But yeah, the ground ball locks onto his Max Queen there, so she can still go strong. At the same time, he's trying, of course, to open the wall to that multi-inferno to eventually take it out with the troops that come out of the log launcher. And what's also very nice is that he took out that ground expo, which was just being raged up, and thus dealing incredible damage on his Queen.
But he did not use that Warden ability to be able to hit that king, so he's going down pretty fast, as a lot of the barbarians also were taken out, and the log launcher was not able to really get all the way deep past the clan castle. Was that okay? Usually, a lot of times we tend to see the log launchers help if there's any invisibility spells by the town hall, so we can activate it early. But it's just a defensive rage back there, but the monolith is waiting. The lava hound is also by the warden, so that's gonna be a problem eventually when it will maybe make it its way to the queen. But we have super barbarians to use as he is pathing this queen to this town hall now.
Yeah, it's looking good, but there's a lava hound. Okay, the warden can now take care of it. I wonder if some of the lava pups will go to the queen, but even more, it's important that the queen will path back to this town hall. That's why he reacts with the super barbarians at the top side, but yeah, she goes in and she'll be able to take it out, but there come the lava pups and the red mines.
The red mines, they're doing so much damage to the healers, which means that he drops a minion maybe to try to help not only take out the buff, but there's a red mine, and the healers are one red hair mine to go down. Healers, stay alive. Don't go down, healers.
Okay, he can take out the town hall, that is important, but of course he would wish to take out the whole base, and there go the healers. Queen ability in the town hall poison is never what you want to see. At the same time, he uses the royal champion from the other side of the base, but the queen cannot get any more additional value, and in fact she dies in her ability, and there is a lot of base left for just the royal champion.
Yeah, with the ground expo, the mile of the RC ability does skip through. There's the freeze onto the ground expo as he continues to try to push through, but the monolith does go down. But the Expo and that Grand Warden is going to be way too much damage, and we are going to have a defense here for Super BLTX.
And that was so close for Meg. There were, of course, this charge was somehow baited, but at this point I feel like it was okay for the Queen to die. Of course, it would have been better to still keep her alive, but she had enough value. But if he would have held on to one or two spells in the beginning, for example, when he took care of the enemy Queen and the scatter shot there in his Queen charge, he didn't have to use a free spell because his Queen was raged up. If he would have held on to that, but I think he did it to be, careful. He didn't want to lose his Queen ability early on or something, and that shows the pressure under which these players are. But if he would have done it just a tad bit more confidently, he could have maybe saved it in the end.
Yeah, he could have saved it, but hey, it's the smallest details, but it's now time to see what they can do to answer. Super BLTX with looks to be us Electro Titans. We have one Earthquake, a jump as well in the mix, and starting off with that Warden block here. Why do you think he might have started with the Frosty here? Because a lot of times we see players using the Poison Lizard to help speed up Warden walks.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe he was expecting a little bit too much damage. Maybe he was scared of a Tesla farm around there, or like this Ward in general being trapped. But also the Frosty is providing some tanking, some extra damage as well. But I agree, I would have also gone with the Poison Blizzard there. But yeah, maybe Manta had something in mind. But 40 seconds off the clock, that's a good time to start with the Electro Titans.
Yeah, moving through, pulling that Warden to the left side, dropping a couple balloons onto the Archer Tower as he wants to get the funnel set in towards the core of the base. And there's the Blimp. Look, he's trying to then get the Warden ability. Maybe can he get the Blimp? Yes, indeed, which it finds one sinking air mine, moving his way through. There's the Warden ability, hitting the Electro Titans, hitting his balloons, ice golds, and the Blimp landing right near this town hall.
Yeah, he did a great job, but he finds the tornado trap. That means that the Super Wizards are caught near the wall. Now they continue doing damage, but they need to take out this town hall. Can they? Oh, they really can do it! He didn't have a freeze spell invis anymore, so he had to freeze the town hall. The value is there, but I think he wanted the multi as well.
He definitely wanted the multi. The Air Expo is such low health. It can go down pretty quick. The multi goes down as he continues through this Eagle Artillery, but the Queen and everything in the core is now down, and it's up to the Royal Champion to have to make it through the multi-scatter, the enemy Queen, and the backside of this base here.
There is so much base left, yes, but I love to see the variety of strategies that Super BLTX are bringing here to the table. Very, very great to see, and it's very hard to defend them. But now, if things don't go entirely right, it seems that this specific strategy might have a chance of falling down. So notice that Manta has one more free spell, a single free spell more, and he has to use it perfectly. In this case, unfortunately though, the combination of the scatter shot still shooting, the Skelly Trap, and the bomb tower being taken out, that means that the Royal Champion cannot finish this base, and it seems that he's falling short as well.
Yeah, and if you take a look at the scoreboard, they're down by 2 stars, so they'll be tied on that. But he needed to 3-star in order to tie the war exactly on percentage. Because the way it works is you add 20% for every single one of the attacks here. And unfortunately, that's going to fall short at 81%. He had the Super Wizards in that Blimp. Unfortunately, he was not able to get as much value as he was hoping for, falling short. So RPG, Repotted Gaming, is looking to take advantage of this right now.
That's right, because as we look at the stars, it's equal between the teams, but percentage right now is in favor of Repotted Gaming,
yes.
Which also means with just 1 attack left per team, Teamper can now secure his team a spot in the Grand Finals if he's able to 3-star. If he doesn't, it depends, of course, on Super BLTX's attack. Wow, so much on the line right now, and it must be so much pressure on the players' shoulders right now, right?
Absolutely. They are so nervous. They want to get to the Grand Finals and get the revenge against Clash Champs, who held them to 10 stars in the last war. Both these teams here, both defeated Na'Vi, which was eliminated Na'Vi. Definitely a fan favorite, but we're going to have a new fan favorite after the end of this weekend.
Oh yeah, I suppose we do. At least we'll have a new world champion, and which of those 2 teams gets a chance to still become the world champions is decided in the next 2 attacks. So Teamper, he's preparing there. We can see that he's already focusing, and it appears that he's going to be attacking Manta's base. So that's right, dive right into the last attack of Repotted Gaming.
Repotted Gaming holds everything in their hands. A 3-star, and you secure your spot into the Grand Finals with a Queen Charge. Lalo has a couple super wall breakers as well, has that Flame Flinger unless he decides to switch that up with a recall spell too.
Yes, I noticed the recall spell as well. That is not the usual approach, but we've seen it once or twice. But now looking at that, it seems like he wants to take out exactly this Royal Champion compartment. So he wants to make sure to take out the Scatter Shot and the Royal Champion, but now things are not going entirely his way because the Queen went in to chase the Royal Champion, and this way the funneling might have been messed up. That's why it was very important that the Flame Flinger took out the first Archer Tower there early on, Oh, but now also a problem is the clan castle. Yeah, maybe freeze. Maybe freeze. Yes, there goes the freeze, and it was deployed perfectly. So the Queen can, so both the scattershot and the clan castle troops are frozen. The Queen can take out the scattershot, and there the recall goes.
There it is. Queen's now redeployed over to the left side with a couple sneaky goblins to help now force the Queen in towards this monolith, breaking the wall a little bit more so the Queen has an easier access to the monolith as he does use the headhunter onto the defensive king. Going to continue this push. The Flame Flinger has taken its time, and he's going to want to path this Flame Flinger into the multi-target Inferno.
So far, the execution really is on point. I don't really know why he waited there so long with the Skelly spell and rather used a free spell first, but it seems to be working, definitely. Yeah, let's see later on if he would have needed that free spell, but yeah, so far everything is going his way, and he's already setting up the back-end Lalo.
Yeah, with that king to the bottom side, he can push that king into the defensive queen and scattershot as his queen is now slowly getting through this defensive clan castle. The headhunters are down. Flame Flinger is now working onto that multi-target Inferno. The king's ability has gone off. Eagle artillery shots hitting the king as he has taken out the enemy queen as he will come back to life to help remove the scattershot. Dropping the balloons, the lava hound, the Lalo is coming through to the right side towards the Eagle artillery.
Yeah, but his biggest enemy at this point is the time. That's why he just starts the Lalo, even though he hasn't secured the Town Hall. But the Queen will get it. He knows that for sure with the help of the spells he still has. And he doesn't even invest the rage spell into the Town Hall takeout. Maybe use the Queen ability then to make sure that these balloons do not go into the range of the Town Hall. He's not, but I think it's a great idea because he can actually hold on to it. Okay, he wants the Clan Castle troops to be safe there. And he just has a multi-inferno to worry about. Let's see if he can use the invisibility spell perfectly. There is a tornado trap. Are there red mines as well? He still has the Queen. And it seems like they are celebrating. The red mines are there, but the Royal Champion as well.
Yes!
Spell. The crowd is going wild. Teamba is cheering because they've done it. Repotted Gaming are a second finalist.
Repotted Gaming is making their way back to the grand finals here. They got knocked down from Clash Champs, and they want to get their revenge. Look at that, delivering a 3-star temper. What an attack. The Flame Flinger Queen charge, incredible. So let's go ahead and hear what they had to say.
GG. Stark.
Alter Jan, was ein Banger-Hit, Junge. So geil.
Someone was shouting, "What an amazing hit!" in German. Yeah, they were happy all along. But I could also see, which was very interesting, when Teampa was done.
Yeah.
They were already planning the basis for Clash Champs, I'm sure, because they were like had very serious looks on their face, and they were like discussing.
Yeah.
So they really know what's on the line. They took like 5 seconds to celebrate, but then they went like, okay, this is just the beginning. There's another match, maybe better, even 2 coming up. So I really like to see that focus from the team. But yeah, we have one more attack from Sup B.L.T.X. For us, they have shown incredible stuff so far. So let's give it up for them one last time.
Seven's looking to bring some Electro Titans, also has a recall spell in the mix. Starting off with that Flame Flinger to the top side to help grab that Archer Tower. You always want to be careful whether the Flame Flingers deploy. Are there mortars, expos? Because that will take it down really quickly as the Frosty with that Warden is down, moving through with the Queen, through the defensive King. Probably wants to grab the Town Hall and then just lure only the heroes and the pets back, not the healers, because then he can drop the heroes near it and the healers will just fly close to the base and not get picked off.
Really incredible. I've said it before, this variety is really astounding to me, and just shows how much time they spent into the preparation of this World Championship match here. Wow, the recall was just in time as Queen and Warden were about to step into the Town Hall poison. And it's interesting because he basically just delayed them so the other troops could run in front of them and tank for the damage that would be raining on them into the center of the base. But the triple Ice Golem CC is not ideal for that approach.
It's not, because it's going to really slow him down as he continues his way through. And the air defense defense is on the left side, so it's going to slowly be locking onto these healers soon if they make their way to the left, but looks like they are actually just out of range as the Warden ability goes off and the Royal Champion is going off to the left side air defense by herself.
Oh, and that I don't think that's what he wanted her to go, but he freezes the Royal Champion, the enemy Royal Champion, to take her out. Now he has to freeze again for his own Royal Champion. Great job there, so she can take out the enemy Queen with the help of a Headhunter as well, but there's a Skelly Trap, so it will slow her down at the same time. The push through the core of the base made their way with quite some health there left. A couple healers still alive, 2 Electro Titans, and I think this is looking extremely strong still.
Yeah, with that Queen following behind, well, I was going to say the King, but he has gone down as the RC ability does skip. Should be able to make his way through the left side cannon with that Royal Champion with a minute left and an invisibility spell as well, as all his troops and heroes are making their way through, and 7 is going to be delivering a 3-star for Super BLTX, but it comes down to the percentage. That's why when you fail, you need to fail at as high of a 90% as possible, and that made all of the difference in this match. And Repotted Gaming will be advancing to the grand finals to take on Clash Champs.
Congratulations to them, but also, of course, to Super 7, showing once again at the end what they are made of. Their hit rate throughout the whole tournament has been incredible at 80%, I think, 60% consistently.